The man of light is by a river fishing. Then suddenly a woman appeared in the water. "Who are you?" the hero said. "I am what you desire." The woman tried to walk towards the hero, but he knew she was a monster. He manipulated the light around and burned her away. Then another one appeared looking exactly the same. He executed the demon the same way. Suddenly 10 spirits ran towards him with daggers. The hero of light blew them up from the inside with his mind using their shadow. The hero of light then cooked his fish outside. Why did those copies all look the same? He asked himself, eating his fish by his tent. All of a sudden the surrounding light heard voices. "There's another world nearby," he said to himself. He then went back to the river where he was attacked and shine his light with his hand at the river while walking along it. "I'll try the sea." The hero of light teleported hovering above the sea and heard the noise of creatures going about their business. He sees a woman going underwater. The hero of light followed the woman underwater, which lead him to another dimension. The sea was no longer there, instead there was a fully functioning world under the sea. The man of light broke away from following her and turned invisible. He saw female monsters making makeup and feminine products in one area, and he saw another building which had every surveillance on the earth. "Any luck with the overcomer?" a half fish half woman said. "No, he keeps to himself," a woman said next to him. To his surprise he saw that his house on the mountain was on one of their computer screens. "His heart is protected by a mysterious light somehow," the half woman said. The hero of light exploded the screens with his thoughts. "It's you," the half woman said. "Your wicked inventions end here. You poison the minds of people by applying curses unto your products, then releasing them on the earth. And you all are also responsible for tempting men." The half woman morphed into the same form again from the woman. "Come on, give this one a try," she said. "I'll be nice to you." The hero of light chest begins to shine, then immediately a peculiar light blasted from his heart, blowing up the monster from with his heart. "He has a laser attack from his chest," the woman said next to one more half woman half fish creature. The hero of light blew them up from the inside with their own shadows and walked out of the room. Suddenly all the women from marine world looked exactly the same. "Come on, give us a try," they all said simultaneously. Hundreds of them charged at the man of light with daggers. The hero of light fought aggressively against the spirits, punching and kicking them with one hit, making them die. "It's too many. They keep replacing them," he said to himself. He then took to the sky and closed his eyes, and when he opened them they all died by the same light in the world. Their skin burned instantly, killing them off quickly. The hero of light then goes back to his camp by teleportation. When he sat on his wooden chair, he felt his mind disturbed. The same voice as the doppelgangers appeared in his mind. "How is this happening?" the hero said out loud. "Let me in your heart," she said. "Never." All of a sudden a blast of light knocked the woman out of his chest. A light the same color as the unique laser he shot from his chase appeared. How is your heart so protected?" the woman said. "Because I love the Creator with all my heart." The woman summoned the water by the river and froze it, making iceles, and threw it telepathically at the hero. "I didn't feel a thing. The ice cycle went right through him." "What's that smell?" She began to laugh. "You've inhaled my power, now you're mine." The scent of the ice made him feel tired. Then the woman started to walk towards him. "Time to take permanent residence in your heart," she said. The woman turned ghostly, then floated to him while the hero kneeled. The woman burned instantly because no unclean spirit can never be around him. The hero of light started coughing up blood. "I guess they got me," he said. The mysterious light hovered to the hero and he felt great love coming from the light. The light went into his chest, which gave him strength to purify her poison. The hero of light stands up in perfect health. "As long as my heart is protected, no evil can come near." The hero of light teleported back in the same world underwater. Then he lifted up his arms. "Your days of manipulating with your evil deeds are over." The light from within the world blew up everywhere, for everywhere light is present is where the source of light is watching. While the entire aquatic kingdom was blowing up, the hero of light teleported above the sea, watching it blow up from within. "My heart is always protected by my light," he said. Then he flew off in the eastern direction. The hero of light is now in a busy city. Without his usual outfit, he sits at his favorite restaurant eating and reading. "I'm gonna get you." Somebody threw a brick through the restaurant. He then reads the note, which was death threat because of the principalites he destroyed. "They're all a bunch of groupies," he said to himself. The hero of light focused his mind and returned their aggression with their own force. When he got home on his mountain, someone got out of their way and sprayed graffiti on his house. The hero of light again focused, reversing the action back at the criminal, and briefly saw two spiritual monsters being set on fire with from their mouths. While the hero rests in his bed later on and saw hordes of bats surrounding the home, the hero of light looked out the window and focused on the light. "We will get you for what you've done," a spirit said within the bats. Then the light itself burned them to nothing. "Man, what's with all the harassment?" the hero said to himself. "If only there's a way to reverse threats against them before they even try." The hero of light walks outside his house and sits on a chair. While he closed his eyes, he focused on the direction of the bats and flew in that direction. While scanning for spirits, he eventually saw dwarves in the trees. There were hundreds of them watching another dwarf on stage. "If we don't do something soon, then our portal is next," the leader of the dwarfs said. "I want every one of you to threaten his life or harass him individually, then maybe through persecution we can chase him out of the area." "Yeah." They all cheered. "Time for some practice," he said to himself. The hero of light teleported back home. The next day, while the hero was resting, a crowd of dwarfs appeared around the man of light. They all threatened and harassed his life. The hero of light, instead of willfully reversing their own aggression back at them, he just stood there learning how to automatically send it back. "All light is everywhere, even in the dark. My enemies are too numerous to count. If I can sense a hint of the aggression before it is said, manipulating the light from their souls or spirits, then maybe I don't have to do a thing." "Haha." One dwarf teased, "We will threaten you for the rest of your life. There's too many of us to count, and there are more of us in other dimension." "The light is everywhere and nowhere," he responded. Then, miraculously sensing the evil intent before they finish imagining it, they blew up with fire simultaneously. More dwarves climbed the mountain by his home. "But how?" The dwarf looked at the hero, upset, but fire burned from their mouth. The extra drosses kept on climbing up, and every time they tried to say something negative before they formed the words, they automatically blew up from their heads. "Now I can sleep peaceful at night," the hero said to himself. The hero of light lays in his bed with his eyes closed and sees the spiritual dwarves' heads blowing up, destroying them randomly. "That what you get for your evil," the hero said to himself. "My safety of salvation is secured by the light, who is God." The hero of light is watering plants in his home. While the star that beamed down through the window by the plant shined, he noticed a string of green lights around his back. "What is this?" he asked. "I feel like somebody is zapping my energy," he said. The hero of light looked behind him and took a picture of the location with his mind. He then flew in the direction of the light to a small island. He saw a castle built of wood, then he bust down the door. Humans with horns all over faces looked at him funny. "How did you get in here?" the caped one asked. "So you're the one taking advantage of my energy and spirit? Haha, your power is mine." The horned caped man grew taller and muscles popped out of his clothing. The hero glanced at the green light from his back flowing in a big pot in the center of the room. The hero blew them up from the inside with their minds and walked over the pot. "How are they doing this? I'll just have to adapt," the hero smiled. The hero of light sits down while the green light is absorbing his energy. "If all beings give off energy, then maybe I can counter absorption of my power by raising my light energy." The hero's light body glowed gold while setting down. When he looked back, the green lights were thinner. "If light is the creator, what business is it for others to take what is already mine? I have to use my inner heart." By using his emotions it stopped absorption from his energy. The breath of life is my gift to rule with my heart. Now I will automatically be able to guard my body of light. The hero of light is seen flying in the air to go to a movie theater but stops suddenly overlooking people looking tired. What's wrong? The hero said after teleporting to a person with tears in his eyes. We lost power. If we don't have our generator up and running we won't be able to use the machine that purifies our water. The hero of light looked at the generator by the pond and laid his hand on it. His eyes glowed with a golden light, then the generator cut on immediately. We're saved. Children rushed to the machine with their cups and drank from the water. Why is this village so poor, he wondered. Hi, I'm Anna. A woman appeared beside him. You're not like the rest, are ya? The hero smirked. Oh, I'm just a candlestick, he said. Well, if you are one of these supernatural folks then maybe you can help with the rest of the problem. This village is cursed by a spirit that's haunted folks here. How so? Well, I don't mean to offend you but people are getting sexual and wicked visions and voices all of a sudden. As soon as that resident showed up there the whole village was cursed. Where is the trouble, he asked. Check that old house on the west on the hill. The hero walked to the door of the house through a path of trees. With each step started to see holographic pictures of wickedness around him. I don't want to see this, he said to himself. He bursts down the door of the home and sees a lizard man sitting on a throne. Your wickedness is over. The creature laughed. No, I already have one. You see, my illustrations of wickedness will always linger in your mind. Like a virus it will stay with you forever. Then the vile creature started to laugh and immediately his head exploded. When he went back to the village he could not shake the wickedness out of his mind. Man, I hate to say it but his wicked power is hard to shake off, even though I am not like this at all. The villagers outside their homes still looked distraught. Darn it, I hate imagining this, one person said, standing with a friend. I know, right, it's like it stays with you forever. The hero walked up to the men. Are you guys affected too by this madness? Yeah, man. I had constant visions of wickedness and those vile voices haunted us for months. His wicked awareness is gone, you can rest in peace. But how do we shake off what we've already seen? The hero of light looks up at the star the world revolves around and notices his eyes blinding because of its strong rays. He then looks back at the villagers, trying to blind your eyes with light. That sounds strangely like it would work. The villager with a hat said. Good luck, he said, then he walked off. By bathing in the light at home he mastered engulfing his mind with light. Now wicked imaginations that he hates were blotted out by the light of his heart. I hate wickedness, the hero said, I try not to overthink situations to get rid of it my own way. But the light of purity blinds wicked imagination forever. The hero of light is alone, walking alone from a library when suddenly a suspicious character showed up. Excuse me, can you help? I saw you fly in the air. Can you help? There's a cat of mine that won't get down. Sure, the hero and the man walked behind a red house but he didn't see anything. Where's the kitty? The hero asked, looking up the tree. You're mine. The man all of a sudden morphed into demonic clown. But his head exploded immediately. The hero of light walked away from the scene. You're not getting away, the clown demon said, running towards his back. The hero punched him once, instantly knocking it out. The hero of light walked back on the road to drop off his mail. While he was in the post office, an old man appeared to him. Excuse me, I heard that there are people by the alley by the hospital that need help. There's some gangster there, they take people back there and beat 'em up. The hero of light turned invisible and flew to the location, reappearing in the alley. Where are they? Fell for it? A group of humanoid insects jumped from the building with swords, but the weapons went right through him. He has an auto shield? One of the goons questioned. The hero of light focused his mind and burned all the monsters with fire. Please wait, one human emerged from behind him somehow. They're not monsters at all, he said. They're actually human. The hero of light looked at their burned corpses, then the human morphed into the same type of creed. The hero of light punched him with his fist, making them explode. So lies are there, he said. The hero of light is at home laying on his bed. Excuse me, a person knocked on the door. I have some cookies for sale. How can anyone climb this height, he said to himself, walking towards the door. The same clown as before tried to attack him with a two-handed hammer. The hero of light reversed its aggression at him, killing it instantly. How did it come back to life, he asked. Anyway, these lies are beginning to be a problem. The hero of light sits down on the ground and closes his eyes. Lies, he said to himself, picturing all those who took advantage of his good nature. If I can reverse their aggression to them, then maybe I can detect a lie by their spirits or souls. The hero of light teleported at a park. He then sits on the bench with his eyes closed. Okay, I sense the people playing soccer. The hero body was covered in gold light and he walked up to the players playing their game. Whoa, the players stopped playing Knight's ball and ran towards the glowing man. That's so cool. One person said. And what is your name? The hero said, asking the player. My name is Vance. The hero sensed the truth by the light. Okay, let me ask you a question, Vance. Are you afraid of anything? Vance scratched his head and looked back at his teammates. No, he said. The hero sensed the lie in his voice. Are you sure not afraid of heights or monsters? No, I'm the most bravest person in the world. The hero felt his lie again. The hero of light faded from his body. I wish I was as brave as you, he commented and teleported to a rough area. Okay, now, I shouldn't need the light of adaptivity to discern truth or lie. 2 days later, the hero of light teleported to his usual spot at his famous restaurant reading a newspaper. Excuse me, sir, there's a homeless person down the street that need your help, can you? Automatically the man had exploded. Now I see what's going on, the hero said to himself. I can detect the lie automatically by their words and they explode before it finishes because of my other gift of automatically reversing an opponent's aggression. The body morphed into a half-insect being as the hero walked away. There you are. The clown demon returns with an axe and tries to swing at the hero of light. I thought you died twice already. It's because you enjoyed it, he said to himself. Time to test the spirit, he said to himself, avoiding his swings. Oh yeah, you couldn't hit me even if you tried. I'll. Before he finished his sentence, his head exploded. Now I see why he revived himself, he said, looking at his headly body. When I don't feel satisfied that my enemies are gone, these particular demons come back to life. So I should laugh and be merry when they are defeated, he said to himself. I was so focused on anger because of the lies, but now I feel joy when my light fights my enemies for me. From now on, the hero of light will automatically be able to detect a lie due to his spiritual gift of discernment, which blows them up from the inside or their heads. He also learned that certain spirits of evil dying by explosions, either the head or body, will never come back to life even if he feels any emotions such as laughter or anger towards them. The truth is that the light judges all, he said, walking alone towards the park.